As the team continues to advance through the firearm seasons in the Midwest, less than ideal conditions are looming. With only 2 days remaining in the second split of Illinois' muzzleloader season, Jeff Deets is headed to his favorite blind on the farm with 2 buck tags in hand.
Well, welcome back to Midwest Whitetail. It's December 10th. Zach and I got in a different spot tonight. We're in what I call the Y field. Still kind of crappy, drizzly, overcast. It's actually sort of raining right now, or misting. We ended up both deciding this was probably our best spot tonight. So, in an older, makeshift gun blind that I've had here for a few years, and again, had a pretty good sit last weekend here during our shotgun season, and saw the buck, just a good solid 9-pointer with a short G2 that I've been seeing quite a bit around this area. And then there's also another pretty decent, I think, he's mature at least 4 or 5 buck that hangs out, right in here. You never know what else could pop in or show up that we haven't been getting, tons of pictures of, but usually have pretty good sits in here. Hopefully get some deer moving before it gets dark. It's probably gonna get dark early with how overcasted it is, but we'll hopefully have some action here soon.
With deer movement beginning early, Jeff's hopes are high for a good sit. That same evening, 110 miles to the west back in Iowa, Bella Reed is gearing up for another hunt using her unfilled youth tag during the second shotgun season.
Well, Bella and I just made it out to the home farm. It is Saturday, December 10th, and it's the opening day of second gun season here in Iowa. Today we have a straight west wind that's about 38, 39 degrees, so it's a little bit warmer. And the wind is really light, 6-7 miles per hour. And we're down on the bottom plot. This is where Bella killed the Big 8 last year in youth season. And so this sets up really well for a west. We've got corn in this plot. We've actually got a little 1.5-year-old buck that just hit the food plot. Got about 2 hours left to go. Bella's got her heart set on Big Mac, but I've been talking with her quite a bit. She does have 2 tags, so Big Mac is obviously the main buck we want to get on this farm, but we've got a couple other bucks that are 5 years old that are, we don't really have names for them, but if one of those bucks show up, we may take a shot at them. All right, this buck's at about 20 yards, so we're going to get quiet and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. But he got some antlers on him. That's a pretty deer, man. That's that double crabs buck. Yeah, that's a cool buck too. Let's check it in here again. That's that real heavy deer. I think that's a deer we should shoot. He's super massive. We gotta kill that deer. He doesn't like something. Slide your chair up a little. Okay, no. Here, get on it. You can shoot him right there. Slide up to the end of your seat. Slide up to the end of your seat. See if you can find him in the scope. Come on, baby, get on the gun. He takes one more step to the right. It's not high enough. How's excited are you? A pretty close call there. That's a buck we call ham bone. It's a real heavy rack buck. It's one of the bucks I was talking about in the opening interview. Is, you know, one of the 5.5-year-old bucks we'd be looking for out here. We've had a couple pictures of him lately. He hasn't spent a whole lot of time here this fall, but what a great looking deer. I mean, super good mass. Anyway, didn't quite work out. We were almost on him. No Big Mac. We're gonna, you know, keep after him and hopefully get a buck down here before too long.
Back in Illinois, Jeff's field is loading up with deer.
Let's go for it. Okay. I'm ready when you are. Okay. Well, I think we got a shot off it. A good buck. Sorry, I'm just kind of collecting myself. Pretty sure I completely whiffed the first shot. I was just excited, and I think I shot over him, or, you know, touch low or something. Anyway, reloaded the muzzleloader. They all just sat still. Then the other buck was presenting a really good shot. Took the shot, smoke everywhere, but as soon as I fired, it just seemed like he disappeared. So I don't know if I dropped him. We're gonna give it a few minutes, get ourselves collected, and probably go check for blood here soon. So hopefully we got a deer down.
Yeah. Did you hear us? Oh, shots. 2 of them. Is that what he heard? Yeah, so I shot twice. Yeah, I'm pretty fast at reloading. There's a chance he dove in and, you know. I can see his rack right there. Yep, we got that deer.
Yeah, I don't know what we heard.
He's in a brush pile. Holy cow. Well, we just got this guy drug up out of the bottom here. He literally landed in just a huge pile of brush, and kind of got talking with Kane and Zach. We filmed a hunt last year that we called the inside point buck, and we're kind of thinking it could be him. I may look back at that footage and just, you know, double check to make sure, but got a pretty good feeling, you know, just the frame and stuff matches up. He's got some neat characters, some real close G2 and G3 on that side. Super tickled with this buck. I think he is definitely at least a 4, if not 5-year-old deer, probably leaning more towards 5. It was kind of a wild hunt, and I couldn't be happier to wrap my muzzleloader tag around this guy. I got tomorrow night too. Definitely the highlight so far of the Illinois season, and what a great time to have Zach in town and Kane and his dad along to do the recovery, and kind of makes it fun and what it's all about, just having good times and getting out here. So, highlight of my season.
The following day, 280 miles to the southwest of Jeff, Owen Reigler is gearing up to re-enter the lineup after tagging 2 great bucks back in the bow season. With just under a week until Iowa's late muzzleloader season kicks in, Owen makes final preparations for his first hunt.
Well, unfortunately, I waited too long to shoot Dad's gun. I went and had a little work done on it at the gunsmith's. It's shooting too high enough to where I can't correct it, so. But in the meantime, I'm going to use Paige's gun. This is my daughter Paige's muzzleloader. She shot 3 or 4, maybe 5 bucks with it, so it'll have some sentimental value as well. So we're going to shoot this and see if we're dialed in at 100. Well, one shot, she was right in there. We were good to go. Now the strategy going into late season is I just want to find an undisturbed food source that's close to bedding and see if we can catch them coming back. You know, we've got some weather coming that's perfect for this. I mean, it's going to be frigid. You know, this is probably my favorite time of the hunt. When you get the weather, they're coming to food, so you know you're going to see some deer. It's really enjoyable, so looking forward to it. Hopefully I can get Dad's gun back in time to get out with it and get a buck with it.
While Owen creates his plans, Jeff Deets is putting his into action. Following the prior evening success, Jeff heads back to the farm on the final day of Illinois' muzzleloader season, accompanied by great friend Kane Gillette.
Alright guys, it is December 11th and it's about 1 o'clock. Heading to Jeff's farm tonight. We're gonna go back in there. The recipe's there tonight. Hopefully we can put it together on our end. So we'll catch up with you guys soon. We'll be in the redneck here in no time. We just gonna do this again?
I fully accept all responsibility for being way too prepared and pumped up for this skunking that's gonna happen tonight. So if that happens, that's on me. Just text my wife, I'm out.
Welcome back to Midwest Whitetail. It is December 11th, the last night of the Illinois muzzleloader season. So Illinois is a little bit different. We have 3 gun seasons, 2 shotgun. You know, there's potential to get multiple tags, and Illinois being a 2-buck state, I actually have another tag, so I figured might as well come in here and get a sit. Pretty excited about this hunt tonight for a couple of reasons. One, I was in here Friday night and saw the deer that we call cougar. Just kind of didn't work out. He stayed off far enough and actually on a neighboring property till it was pretty much dark, and then just wasn't within range. Last night I ended up going to a different part of the farm that was better with the wind. Shot a real nice, pretty sure 5-year-old buck, and got pictures on the cutty link of cougar right here in that plot. Another thing got going for us today, the wind has switched around a little bit. It's been drizzly and just kind of crappy the last couple days, and now today it's switched out. It's coming out of the north a little bit more. It just feels cooler, and at least it's not, you know, misty or anything. So I have pretty high hopes for this hunt. Zach ended up going back to Iowa today, but Kane was like, you know, it's going to be a good hunt, I feel like. So he decided to hop in the blind with me tonight, and hopefully we got some excitement to bring you here pretty soon.
Sit back down. Let me get where you're at.
Okay, here you go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Hold on.
If you can kill him, I got him. dropped him, dude.
Jeff, give me some.
Jeff, doubled up, dude.
Give me some.
Jeff. He's right there, Jeff. Jeff. $2 in 2 days. Jeff, congrats, bro.
Thanks, man.
Dude, that's a big buck. That's a mature deer. Oh, awesome, dude. I am shaking like I just killed this deer.
I can't stop. Not gonna be much of a track job on this one, so let's go get him. Holy cow. Unreal.
Well, I'm sitting here with my 2022 season in my lap tonight, but obviously it didn't start, tonight. It was kind of a challenging year for me. I started out with a really cool hit list, probably some of the best, and if not the best, group of bucks that I've had in a long time. Unfortunately, as the season kind of progressed, a couple of my main target bucks, a guy I call Francium and another one called Destiny's Child, through inventory, not getting pictures, knew that they were sort of working their way off the farm. And I've seen that before. It's you get a lot of competitive bucks, a lot of 5, 6-year-old plus age class deer like these guys, and it just turned into a fight club, I think, and they started sort of dispersing and finding their own areas. With that said, it was kind of a limited amount of sits that I had this year, so I had to make the most when I got out. Had some pretty good encounters in November, but just never quite got a chance to get it done, right place at the right time. But, wasn't too worried because I know my farm sets up really good for later season hunting. Ended up, wrapping my tag around what I think is probably a 6.5-year-old buck and a 5.5-year-old buck, and super excited about that. Interested in just seeing kind of what happens now. I mean, I'm bucked out in Illinois, but with taking a couple of these mature deer off the farm, will some of those other guys come back? Who else is going to move in? And looking forward into next season, definitely have some great deer to be watching, some up and comers and even some mature deer that are still around. Super excited again, to be behind here and have this opportunity, and just looking forward to the rest of the season and seeing how everybody else does. And thanks again for watching Midwest Whitetail, and I'll be starting to plan my 2023 season tomorrow. Thanks again.
Back in Iowa, the afternoon of December 19th arrives, and Owen Reigler heads to the stand for his first outing of the late muzzleloader season in Iowa.
All right, here we are, December 19th, first day of late muzzleloader season here. Pretty excited about getting back to it. We got a beautiful setup here. There's a little ridge top right here that they all seem to converge right here. A lot of times they walk out into the field right here beside us. So southeast wind carries this way over this draw that really drops off steep. Hopefully anything back there, our sun will be going over top. This is that same stand I shot the picket fence buck out of. And we had 2 good encounters here last year, the bear cap buck that I passed, and then the buck we're after tonight, this nice 8, kind of a nice wraparound 8 with a couple little kickers on his right, so he's probably a scoreable 10, but at any rate, he's a nice buck. He'd be a sweet one to get. I've got the bow with me. They allow you to bow hunt during late muzzleloader season, so that's what we're doing. Still working on Dad's gun, so I hope to have it back out before season ends, but let's give her a shot, see what happens. I don't believe that deer's gonna make winter. He don't look good. Looks real thin. I don't know what the heck's wrong with him, but does not look good. Where's it different? Well, guys, we're down to about 10 minutes. Doesn't look like it was meant to be tonight. We'll give it a shot tomorrow and see what happens. It's supposed to be about the same weather. highs about 30 the next 2 days, and then Thursday the high's like 6 degrees or something like that. So we got some really cold weather coming in. It's gonna get crazy windy, so that'll be fun hunting. I guarantee you'll see me in a blind, but it'll be fun. I'll see you guys then.
The following day, Owen decides to hunt a different part of the farm that he hasn't touched all season. Great action follows suit, but nothing steps out that Owen wants to punch his tag on. The next day, December 21st arrives, and with it is a great weather front barreling towards Iowa. With predicted wind chills in the negative 40s in the coming days, Owen heads to the field hoping to catch great movement ahead of this shockwave.
We are live. All right, well, it is December 21st, I believe, today. Which reminds me, I got some more Christmas stuff to do. I guess I should probably get to this interview soon. We left the house, it was 22 degrees. So still nice and chilly. We got a southeast wind, which is like coming up this draw, kind of into some of this CRP. So it's not bulletproof, but it's pretty good wind for this spot. We're after that kicker 10, which that's the buck that Devin was going to shoot with his bow this bow season, but the only day we saw him was the one day he didn't have his bow, and that was just right over there by that tree stand. Same thing for 2021 when I snore-wheezed him up here on the edge of this field. He walked right down to that tree stand, so we're in a spot that he spent a fair amount of time last couple of years, so good chance we could see him. Obviously, we're hunting the corn. We're setting cut corn, and we've got standing beans over here beside us, which, obviously that doesn't help us. We can't shoot to that, but I know that 99% of you viewers are awesome, educated viewers that, you understand it's fun just to be out here watching deer over a food source, but, for the 1%ers that are like, oh, you're in a blind, you're hunting on a food source, well, it's just fun. I mean, it's just a good time, so I love to watch deer anymore. Don't have to kill one every day, but if I'm out here watching deer, I'm having a good time. That's what I love about late season. It's just a lot of fun. Let's give her a go.
That same evening, 100 miles to the northeast, Caleb Griner is making it out for his first hunt of the late muzzleloader season.
We are set up and ready to roll. We are down at the River Bottom Farm doing some late muzzleloader hunting. I was really looking forward to getting after it with the bow this year. But the weather's just going to be so severe the next few days, and the majority of my hunting is pretty much going to be done this week. I'm going to film Lee later on this season, and then I enjoy taking other people out on the last week of season as well. So where we are set up, I call this farm the River Bottom Farm. It's a familiar piece. A few years back, I took a buck out of here in late muzzleloader season with Collins, and these deer are doing exactly the same thing that they were doing that year. The CRP is mowed, and there's quite a bit of volunteer clover out here, which serves as a good green food source for late season. But these deer just pull up down here on this river bottom, and Rye and I came in here in August or September, and we threw up a whole cutting link system, and we were getting pictures of several really nice deer. The only time we were hunting this farm in particular was when we were doing some early muzzleloader season for Casey. The beast is still alive. He is still down here on this river bottom. There's going to be a big front moving through tomorrow, and today's pretty much the calmest day of the week. So hopes are high, anticipation's high. Hopefully one of these bucks steps out and gives us an opportunity.
Back in southern Iowa, the deer continue to move for Owen.
That might be our 8 that we're always seeing. I don't know. I think it is. This one eye looks messed up. Well, we're having a pretty good hunt so far. We're down to about an hour here. We're just looking for that kicker 10. Hopefully he'll pop out here, but I'm not too worried about it if he doesn't. I'm really excited to hunt. We got some snow coming in tonight and tomorrow. When we get the snow with those kind of temps, they will feed like their life depends on it, because it just might. So it's a lot of fun. But we'll sit in here the last hour and see what happens. Thank you. Starting to get a little more exciting now, popping out everywhere. Where's he at? The one to the right of those two, yeah. Closest to the corner. Yep. That's a good buck. Are you rolling on him? Yeah. There, he's gonna clear right there. Close any angle toward me again. Yeah. You ready? Yep. Lost my binocs. Here comes a doe runner right at us. That'll be a short track job. I can't believe that just dropped him like that. Tipped him right over. Yeah. Target buck down. Yes. Whew. Well, the saga of the old kicker 10's not over yet. He reared up and tipped over right there. I set my gun down and, you know, we're kind of talking. We look back out there and he's not in the field. So we gotta go see what the heck. I should have put it right in there, but interesting, he went somewhere. So we'll go take up the trail and see what we got. There's some blood, so now which direction does it go? That's the next thing. Going right this way. Well, like I was worried about with these muzzleloader shots, blood's getting pretty spotty here. We just took speck by speck the last probably 20 yards, and we made it to the trees here, so maybe it'll pick up when we get into these leaves. We can see it better. Right there, yeah. See it there? Oh, here he lays right here. I can't believe that he ran out of the field like that. Laying right here. Oh, wow. Just a huge body buck. Just a big old heavy deer, good mass. Just a dream season, guys. You know, when you kill a deer, because it just doesn't seem like it happens often enough. I know this year it seems like everything's gone my way. Had the lucky rabbit's foot or whatever, but you just want to sit here and just admire them and just appreciate everything that you get gifted to you, you know? That's really what this is. Get another day on this earth to sit out and watch deer and go hunting, and then you actually get to harvest a buck that you're really proud of, and just a beautiful buck.
What a season, you know. You know, this is one of the few bucks I can remember that I think I missed his age by a little ways, 2 or 3 years. I was looking back through some of my footage last night and I found some stuff I had of him from 2020. And I was looking at him there and he looked like he was probably 5 years old then in 2020. And, you know, we had an encounter with him again last year. I remember thinking then I was unsure of his age, but I think he's at least 6 if he isn't 7. But interesting anyway. You always, if they're not on the radar, you know, sometimes you just miss them by a little bit. But beautiful buck. But I would say this is his best rack right here. Pretty cool to get them at their best and fully mature, great big bodied deer. But you know, the takeaway to this buck probably is that spot down there is it's one of those, it's right in the middle of the farm, CRP and, you know, timber all around it. And as the shotgun seasons get going, you get the pressure around the farm and that area just keeps getting better and better. And that's usually where you'll find your older bucks. You know, I've got to say before I let you guys go here that I appreciate all the viewers that leave positive comments. Well, I appreciate all you guys, but you know, you guys especially that leave positive comments. And I know I don't get a chance to always go back and respond to everybody, but I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate all the comments and you know, the positive stuff that you guys said about, you know, losing my dad and stuff like that. So wanted to make sure you guys knew that I really appreciate that. We'll be back, like I said. Again, appreciate you joining us.
The following day, the Arctic storm is blasting through the Midwest. Despite this, Catherine Reed is gearing up to hunt the same redneck blind that her daughter Bella encountered hambone only a week before. Knowing that the deer will have an extreme need to feed, anticipation is high for the hunt ahead.
You ready to brave the cold?
I'm ready.
Shoot a big buck?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What is Thursday, December 22nd? First full day of winter here. And we are in a full blizzard warning here in Iowa right now. Actually, most of the Midwest is getting hammered. My phone says it's minus 33 with the wind chill, so we're pretty happy to be in a redneck blind right now. We're in the bottom plot here at the home farm, so we're a little bit out of the wind compared to the other areas that they could feed. And so hopefully that helps drive them here. And same targets that we've been talking about for Bella, Big Mac, Anna's Buck, Hambone, and there's a couple other big mature ones. There's one that we've got 2 pictures of this year that Ryan and I have been talking about what deer it might be. And part of me wonders if it's not Tex from 2 years ago. Anyway, you excited?
Yeah, I kind of hope that drop time buck comes in.
Yeah, me too.
That sucker's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is. We've got, what, 2.5 hours or so to go. See if one of them shows up, see if we can get it pulled off on video. We'll have to open it. It's going to be challenging.
Just put it right on the heart, okay? 20-yard pin. Just wait till he clears. Right in the armpit. Mike, come on, lose it. You gotta lose it. Smoked him. Give me. He's right there. He's going down right there. Right there. Right there. Nice job, Gillette. I love it. It's so awesome. Oh, man. Well, Hambone is down. We got to watch him go down. I do believe I know which deer it is. Last year we called it the spoon 8, spoon main beam 8. He had some real good mass. We actually got some pictures of him late in this plot, and we only had a few pictures of him here this year. I think it's a 6-year-old deer. I mean, I had him at 5 years old last year. And anyway, she just looked like she hard shot him, and he jumped the fence and stood there for a second and fell over. So pretty awesome.
Yes. It'll be an easy recovery.
Yeah. We're going to sit here for a second and just gather our thoughts and revel in the moment, and then get out and go recover him. Pretty awesome. Congratulations.
Pretty awesome.
Nice shot.
Pretty excited.
I think he curled around this way. Yeah, that could not have a better shot right there.
Awesome.
That is a cool deer.
What do you think of Hambone?
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I didn't get to shoot one last year, and I'm just so tickled that we were able to get out here and get this done despite it being a blizzard. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. All right, well, here he is, Hambone. Awesome mass on this deer, and he was laying right where we thought we saw him fall. Great mature buck. We're about 60 yards from the blind right now. Cat obviously made a great shot on him. We're super pumped and super frozen. It's, you know, minus 30 degrees right now, so we're not going to mess around out here. We're going to get him loaded up and get out of here. But awesome way to kick off late season for the family. You know, it's just one of our favorite times of year, and the girls are going to be super excited. The girls and the boys, kids, will be super excited when we get back home with this deer. They're already pumped. Cat shot him a text to let them know, and so Cat still has another tag. Bella has a couple tags. Bryn has a tag, so we still got some deer chasing to do over this Christmas break. We're super excited. Hopefully we can keep the train rolling. As always, we appreciate you guys watching.
It was kind of a wild hunt, and definitely the highlight so far of the Illinois season, and what a great time to have Zach in town and Kane and his dad along. Kind of makes it fun and what it's all about, just having good times and getting out here. So highlight of my season.
You know, when you kill a deer, because it just doesn't seem like it happens often enough, you just want to sit here and just admire them and just appreciate everything that you get gifted to you, you know? That's really what this is.
Awesome way to kick off late season for the family. You know, it's just one of our favorite times of year. Cat still has another tag. Bella has a couple tags. Bryn has a tag. So we still got some deer chasing to do over this Christmas break. We're super excited. Hopefully we can keep the train rolling.
Family, friends, and the outdoors is one of our favorite mantras coined by the folks over at Realtree, and the past few weeks' action fits this to a T. Jeff Deets, Zach Rozmus, and Kane Gillette showed just how fast a season can turn around, and when it's shared with great friends, it's just the cherry on top. Owen Reigler wasted no time completing his second trifecta in a row, rounding out one of his best hunting seasons ever. And Catherine Reed braved the Arctic blast, adding another chapter to the infamous Reed story during the Iowa gun seasons. With the end rapidly approaching, the reality begins to set in that soon we will all be waiting for the next opportunity to sit in the woods. Those without tags are already there, but some are still focused on the moment. For as long as the tag's date range says open, we will be out there, because when the final bell tolls and our journey is over, our only option will be dreaming of the time when we were Chasing November.